Yeah, we're out here at Sharp Springs Park with Mr. Edwin Bell, and Ed's okay?
It's okay.
Yeah, and you're, what's it, 77 years old today?
Be 97 today.
97 today, and you were stationed out here at Sewart.
Yeah,
So
three different
I asked
times.
you if you were at the ceremony when we named part of Smyrna Parkway, Sewart Air Force Base Highway, but you were at the original ceremony. Tell us about that.
I was at the ceremony when they renamed it Sewart Air Base from Smyrna Army Airfield. And we stood a parade that day, and then later on there was a parade. General MacArthur came.
Really?
And he, of course, General MacArthur's wife was from here in Murfreesboro.
Yeah.
But he got here late, and they didn't have all the thing they wanted to in Murfreesboro. We stood the parade that day, and that was a good day. We had parades and lots of different things early in the 50s. Then I went to Okinawa, and I came back and re-enlisted here. And then I went to Germany and re-enlisted, come back and re-enlisted here.
So you were in the Army Air Corps, which is before the Air Force.
No, it was Air Force when I re-enlisted here, but I came back in 47, and I was stationed at in Kansas in B-29s, in the same squadron wing and everything that I was in Italy in B-17s in 1944.
Yeah, wow. Well, I got to fly up in a B-17 a few years ago. I told you my late father flew 24 bombing raids over Germany B-17. I was asking you earlier, which plane was the better one, the B-24 or the B-17?
Well, B-17. I never was in a B-24, but I knew they wasn't no count. We could see them. The fighters would be off chasing them and didn't bother us.
Really?
The Tuskegee boys flew cover for us a little bit.
Really?
But they would go, seems like, and fly cover for the B-24s.
Really?
We'd look out and watch for parachutes and one thing when we could see them in the distance.
So you knew some Tuskegee airmen then? Did you get to meet some of those guys?
We just seen them up at 2 o'clock high somewhere.
Wow.
They stayed up above us, so
really?
they could intercept the fighters. Yeah. But their landing strip was real close to our landing strip at one time.
Well, you and I were talking right before, we talk about the next generation. What would you we see a lot of young people protest and this and that. You have any words of wisdom for the next generation, and even for my generation?
Quit protesting and go to work and get in the church somewhere.
Yeah.
But learn to read and write. This is part of our problem. We see the young folks and they can't write, and they go fill out a job application. You see them on TV, they can't even read the job application. And that is so sad.
Yes,
and
sir.
That's the reason so many of them stealing in dope and other things.
Yes, sir.
And stealing cars and hijacking people.
Well,
that is so sad.
It is sad.
Such good-looking young people, and they involved in so much bad stuff.
Yes, sir. Well, you've got a letter here from the governor I'm going to read, if that's okay.
That'll be fine.
It just says, "Dear Mr. Bell, it's come to my attention that you will be celebrating your 97th birthday on September 19th, 2020. It's my honor to recognize this occasion, but also thank you for your dedicated service to our country as a member of the 15th Air Force Division in World War II and distinguished 21-year career in the military. The valorous service and sacrifices made by members of our own armed forces have ensured our freedoms and protected our sacred constitutional rights. We remain grateful for the high price that your generation paid so that we can live free. I join all Tennesseans in thanking you for your allegiance and fidelity to the United States of America. I know your family and friends are very proud of this accomplishment. Maria and I send our best wishes for continued health and happiness." Signed, Governor Bill Lee. Isn't that neat getting a letter from the governor?
So
I don't think I've ever gotten a letter from the governor.
I did. One time I was stationed at Sewart. They ran this highway patrol school out here in that fall.
Yes,
And I
sir.
worked in the safety department. I wasn't flying then. I
Uh-huh.
was in the safety department. And my boss, Captain Herrig, said, why don't I go through the school? And they had 2 more sergeants, 1 air police. And we went through the highway patrol school. I got the diploma at home. Governor Frank Clement gave us our diploma down in the War Memorial Building, and he took us out to the governor's mansion and fed us dinner.
Oh, that's nice.
And they
What'd y'all have for dinner? Do you remember?
Do what?
What'd y'all have for dinner? Do you remember?
I think it was roast beef,
Yes, sir.
but the main thing I remember, they had French green beans with chopped up almonds on them.
Oh, wow.
And I hadn't had that before.
Yes, sir. Yes,
But
sir.
they carried us out to the governor's mansion and fed us, and then after a while they brought us back to the War Memorial Building. And
Yes,
of
sir.
course I had my car up there. But we had our graduation.
What kind of car was you driving?
Let's see, that was I had a 56 Chevrolet 210, kind of a 4-door hardtop.
Oh, really?
I wish I'd have kept it.
Yeah, that's exactly. I bet. I've seen a lot of, being born out here at Sewart, like a lot of us that were military brats, who, we had our forefathers stationed out here. You may be one of the longest living servicemen that's still here, at least in Smyrna. There may be some that were stationed out here across the country, but a lot of them had passed away. I've been to several funerals. Denny Hastings, or Denny Taylor was a friend of mine that passed recently. Charlie Stewart, Ann Stewart's husband, I don't know if you knew.
Kind of knew him.
He lived over on Hutchison. Great guy, just a great guy. But any final words of wisdom for others that'll see this years from now?
No, the older I get, the less I need to give folks advice.
Yes, sir.
Do you remember Joe Casey? He was one of the first E9s they made in the Air Force, and he was married to a lady that went to church with us, her name, and she retired from the Air Base.
Where'd you go to church at?
Church of Christ, Highland Heights Church.
Oh, Highland Heights, okay. Yeah.
But,
Whereabouts you live in Smyrna?
I don't live in Smyrna. I live outside. I live on Shirley Road. That's off the old Nashville Highway.
Yeah. Off Baker?
Alpha Baker.
Yeah, off Baker, yeah. Where Jim Babcock lives over there?
Jim Babcock.
Yeah. He used to take me to Cub Scouts football practice. He's out there on the left.
I'm trying not to know Jim Babcock.
He's a good.
I know him. Yeah.
Oh, you know, good guy.
He bought. I sold part of some land I had across the road, and he lives in that.
Yeah, he was good to me growing up. He's a man of few words, but a great guy. Kevin, his son his mom was pregnant with him. My mom pregnant with me, and they used to walk around the trailer park over there before my dad built the house over where Charleston Hall is now, by the old Gills Market.
I'm looking off.
Original.
I'm trying to remember something, but
yeah, he always treated me really good.
he didn't ever give you no venison, did he?
No,
Well, I don't know if he still got it, but across the road from him, Bob Francis, and they had a little trailer over there, and it was sitting under the high wire, the big metal high wire,
Yes, sir.
and they shot deer from over there. In years gone by, not lately.
Yeah.
I hadn't talked to any of them down there in years.
Yeah, Wanda and Jim, good people, good people. I knew him as Roy, and I think he got a nickname from Roy Orbison. I guess he used to wear sunglasses all the time years ago, and probably play his music a lot.
Yeah, I knew of Roy Orbison. I never was close.
Did you wear sunglasses like Roy Orbison?
No.
You never did? Okay. All
I
right.
can't keep up with some of that.
Yeah. Well, thank you for your time out here, and
Oh,
got a big
you're
event
welcome.
going on. And
I'm sorry if I don't make sense.
oh, you're doing great. You're doing great for 77 years old, sir.
Yeah.
Well, happy birthday.
You said 97.
No, I mean 97.
Okay.
Well, happy
You
birthday.
scared me. Okay.
Thank you, sir.
I'll
We'll
do
see.
it again if I got a chance.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
And,
That's